For the last couple of days, I've been talking about the affairs in the Tribune. Today, I will talk about the Tribune's National Security Forum. I remember a couple of months ago, the views of the senior staff were sought by the editor-in-chief on what we all thought about the setting up of the National Security Forum by the Tribune. I discussed this issue with some of the staff members, and there was a general grumbling about it. So I put my foot down and I said that instead of organizing and wasting money on the National Security Forum, setting up a National Security Forum, maybe the Tribune should concentrate on its area of circulation. The area of circulation is Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, J&K, Uttarakhand and Chandigarh. And we should take up the issues that concern this region. The issue of good governance, of agriculture, the crisis of agriculture, the issue of drugs in Punjab, or possibly of Indo-Pak relations, because the two Punjabs on this side and the other side are suffering because of the continuing tension between the two countries. My views were shot down, they were not appreciated. And I think this was the beginning of my problems, my alienation in that organization. The buzz in the paper was that the National Security Forum was the brainchild of one of the trustees, Lieutenant General Gen Mehta. True enough, when the write-ups, the build-up to the discussion or the conclave started, the first 3 write-ups were by Gen Mehta. Not 1, not 2, 3 write-ups. In fact, I remember a senior colleague of mine, Dinesh Kumar, expressing surprise, told me that Gen Mehta always used to say that his write-ups can't appear in the Tribune because he's a trustee. So he's wondering what happened now. And after Gen Mehta's 3 write-ups, the next 2 write-ups on the National Security Forum were by J&K Governor and Vohra, another trustee. And most of these, the content of these write-ups was nothing but general homilies that one had been reading over the years, which no other paper would have published in such great detail. After the write-ups appeared, a few months later, a roundtable was organized in Delhi. The Tribune organized this roundtable in association with the Indian Council of World Affairs. And who's on the board of the Indian Council of World Affairs? General Gen Mehta again. There was wide coverage of the discussions in the paper. I think 1 or 2 pages were given to the coverage of this. This was inaugurated by another trustee, and Vohra. And even the pictures of the other 2 trustees. 2 trustees were taking part in this. The other 2 trustees, maybe to placate them, were also used in the paper. There was a lot of, I'm told, I wasn't here in those days, but I'm told there was a lot of grumbling in the newsroom about it. But there were directions that this is how the whole coverage is to be done. Now, for the 3rd time, excerpts from the National Security Forum roundtable are being used in the paper. You look at what the write-ups, the excerpts are appearing now. Are they any different from what actually happened at the roundtable? Are these any different from what N. Vohra wrote or Gen Mehta wrote during the build-up to the roundtable? Why are they being used again and again? Is there a personal agenda of somebody? Is the issue so important that it has to be hammered time and again and precious newspaper space is to be wasted? These are the questions people are asking within the newsroom and outside. The vital question I wish to raise again is that should the write-ups of the Tribune trustees appear in the columns of the newspaper? And if they have to, if the editor is not strong enough to put his foot down, put a disclaimer at least. Say that the writer is so-and-so and he is a trustee of the Tribune. So at least the readers know about it. Why I am raising this issue is because the Tribune is a trust of the people. It was founded by the founder, Dayal Singh Majithia, and today's the custodians are the people, and somebody has to bell the cat.